Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Hollywood 1947. Hollywood 1947 is the newest game coming from Facade Games in their Dark Cities trilogy. Designed by Travis Hancock, I believe. I don't actually have a rule book, so I'm going by the rules that were sent. There's nothing on the box, so I do apologize for that. I think it's Travis Hancock. Plays... oh, shoot. How many dice are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9 players, I believe. Possibly, but you can play it solo, so we'll say 1 to 9, 1 to 10 players. Again, the rule book is on my phone. I don't have a printed rulebook, so I'm going from memory there. I haven't played it at that high, that's why I don't know. And what you're trying to do in this game is, each player is going to be assigned a role. You're either going to be a patriot, a communist, or a rising star. And the theme of this is 1947 Hollywood, when apparently there was a big communist Red Scare among Hollywood folk. I wasn't alive then, I don't know. But I did a little bit of research, and apparently we're trying to get the communists out of our movies. So that's kind of what this is simulating. And what's trying to happen is the Patriots, you're going to be on some teams, but you don't know what team you're on, are trying to make 4 movies. And they're going to put overlays, Patriot overlays over them, which we'll come back to those. The communists are trying to make 4 movies before the Patriots. The Rising Star is trying to make 7 movies and have the 8th movie be a tie. Tricky. Social deduction, hidden identity game. That's enough talking about it. Let's go around the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Hollywood 1947, all set up for 4 players almost. So in a 4-player game, first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick out the appropriate hidden roles that we're going to have. And I'm going to show you mine, so I'm a patriot. But in a 4-player game, there's 2 patriots, a communist, and a rising star. All right, so we don't know what these are, but these are me. Okay, so the Patriots are on our team, they just don't know. So this is a hidden role, kind of social deduction style game. Then after that, each player is going to randomly get a job card, which we've done here. And then you're going to put the rest of the job cards out on the table. I have them numbers face up, put the tokens out, which are really amazing. They're only used with 1 roll. And then you're going to have these cool film strips. There's Communist, there's Patriot, and there's the Rising Star one, which is how they win. And we'll get into that. Then you're going to shuffle all the cards, and before we get started, we're going to give each player 3 cards. So 3, 3, 3, and 3. And all these cards they're going to have Patriot, double Patriot with some special abilities, maybe some neutrality, 1 of each symbol, some communist with some special abilities, and that's it. They're just going to be different types of cards with different symbols to try to sway the movie in your direction. And all that'll make sense in a minute. And then each player is going to get a die, and you're going to roll your die, and then we're ready to get started. So we've done that. So these 2 players have stars, these 2 do not have stars. Now, the way this game works is on your turn, well, what you're trying to do in general is the Patriots are trying to get 4 patriotic movies made before the communists can get 4 communist movies made. And if 7 movies have been made, and if the 7th movie is either a tie or Patriots or Communists only have 1 symbol in their favor, the Rising Star wins. So that's a little bit harder, but we almost did it in one of the games we played. But that's what we're trying to do. So Patriots trying to make 4 movies, Communists trying to make 4 of their movies, Rising Star wants to make 7 and have it tied on the end. Okay? And ties, except for the last one, go in favor of the communists. So the communists have a little built-in advantage here. Now, the way that this game works on your turn is you're going to do 1 of 3 actions. You're either going to use your job, which, in this case, I would get to give a token to any player. Okay? That's me. And we're going to start with the lowest number. So I think 3 is the lowest, and then we'll go clockwise if I looked at that correctly. 7, 4... and 9. Yes. Okay. So you're going to either use your job, which is the power on your card. You're going to swap your job card, or you're going to roll 2 dice. All right. And the reason you want to roll dice is people with stars get to play cards in the game when we're making the movie, and we'll get to that. But the first thing that happens is there's no screenwriter out on the table. So we're going to flip a movie, and this is the movie that we're trying to make, and I'm going to put it over here. So this is a musical, and this is a double patriotic movie. So this gives the Patriot team an advantage here. So making this not be patriotic is going to be a little challenging. So now it's director's turn. They can give a token to any player. Now what the token is going to do is when we play cards, it's going to allow them to play an extra card. And I actually don't think I want to do that. What I'm going to do is I don't want to swap cards. I'm actually going to roll 2 dice. I'm going to roll mine. Sweet. And I'm going to roll this one. All right. I wanted to be able to play a card, so that's what I did. That's my turn. Now we're just going to go down the line. It would probably go this way, but I'm just going to go down the line. Now the actor, they're going to allow any player to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. And I think they're actually going to swap. They want to swap their actor with the screenwriter for next round. The screenwriter's cool. They let you pick the movie without any input from anybody else, which is pretty awesome. All right. And then they have these 3 cards, so they have a lot of Patriot cards and 2 neutrals. And then we'll go to this player. And they're actually going to use their roll. They're going to perform up to 3 total rolls of any combination of dice. They want to roll theirs. That's 1. They're going to roll mine. Dang it, no more star for me. And then they'll roll this one. This was a star. And this one gets a star. All right. So I'm back to not being able to play a card. And they have 2 neutrals and a Patriot card. And then this player, what's their special ability? Draw 1 card from the movie and choose to keep it or cut it. All right, and they're actually going to use their ability, so they'll slide it up here so we know that they're using their ability. And they have some neutrals and a communist card. Not that you'd know that, but I just wanted to show you. All right, so now that we've done that, we're moving on to the next part of the game. Now what happens here is every person that has a star on their die, or if they had one of these tokens that the director would have used, they could spend that token to play a card. Okay, so in this case, these 2 players have stars. Now I need to look at their rolls to kind of see what they're going for, but I'm not going to show you. Okay, and then this one, got it. Okay, so now they're going to play cards based on what they're trying to do to this movie to get it to work, based on their team alliance. Okay, so this player, I'm not going to show you what they're playing. So they're going to play this one. Then this player is going to play this one. Okay, and then we're going to take 1 from the top and add it. Now the director gets to use their ability. They're going to, you shuffle these cards, and they're going to draw 1 card from the movie and choose to keep it or cut it. So they're going to look at it. They look at this one. They're going to keep it. So they just keep it here. And then we're randomly going to discard 1 other one. And they go face down. All right. Then we will reveal. And we'll look at the symbols. So we have 3 Patriots, 2 Communists. So since Patriot outweighs Communist, Patriot makes this movie. So what happens is these cards get discarded. This one will come over here. And it's going to get a Patriot cover like that. So we know that the Patriots have made 1 successful movie. All right. This character will get their roll back. And then all players who played a card or have less than 3 cards draw back up to 3. So we do, you didn't play, you didn't play, you played, you played. Dice stay the same. And then we're ready to go again. So starting with the lowest number, we'll play through 1 more round. That'd be the screenwriter, and they're going to go ahead and use their ability. So they're going to draw 2 cards. And I'll show you. Normally people wouldn't get a look, but they have animation and they have documentary. One's a Patriot, one's a Communist. And they're going to go ahead and play the Patriot movie. Again, everybody else isn't going to know what happened. So maybe they had 2 Patriots. Maybe they're leading Patriot. Who knows? And then we're going to play through all that again. So starting with that player started, so then we'll go here, roll up to 3 rolls. They're good. They're going to just re-roll. They'll roll 3. So they'll roll this one. They'll roll this one. Then they're going to roll mine again. All right, so they're good. Then this player, they want to actually just, they're going to swap their roll. They don't really like the editor roll that much. And I think I'm going to take the producer. So they're going to be the producer. Then it comes to me, and I'm the director. Give any player a token. I'm actually going to give myself a token. That'll protect me from not being able to play any cards. And now we're done. So now everybody who has a star can play a card. So I'm a Patriot, so obviously I'm going to play a Patriot card. But you're not going to know that. No one's going to know that. And then this player, I know what they are just from process of elimination from looking at the other two. And this player is going to play this. And this player will play this. All right, then we take one from the top. There's no editor, so we're just going to shuffle one, shuffle them all together, remove one. Give it a little bit of randomness and chaos. And then we'll reveal. So we have 2 Patriots, 3 Patriots, 4 Patriots and a communist, 4 Patriots and 3 communists, so Patriot wins that one as well. So that would be 2 rounds for the Patriots. So we'll just take this over here, put another Patriot film strip on that. Again, it would be more splayed out on the table, but just to save some space. So there's 2 Patriot movies that have been made. So Patriots are halfway to winning. Again, set up the game again for another new round and keep going until either the Patriots or Communists have made 4 movies, that team wins, or if 7 movies have been made and the last movie is a tie, or one team is only winning by 1 icon, the Rising Star wins. And that is how you play Hollywood 1947. Let's go up the top, see what they think about it. All right, well, that was Hollywood 1947. So let's talk about the components. I love their games. I'm making a big mess in this, and that's fine, but I'll show it to you later. I love these games and these books. They look fantastic. I have all of them on my shelf. This one's going to make a great addition to that when it comes out. I got to give this one back, unfortunately. Clean look. Love the exterior box. Now let's talk about the inside components. So first off, you're going to get these tokens. I didn't really talk about these in the overview, but they're tokens with like film pieces on it. They're plastic here. They may be metal going forward. I don't know that. Again, this is prototype. I don't have any information on that, but either way, even if they're plastic, they're fantastic. So 4 of those, some custom D8s with stars on some sides, blanks on the others, which is cool. Movies, big movie cards with a bunch of different movies on them. I won't show you all of them, but you know, you can see some really great art on there. Very consistent with everything else they got going on. A deck of cards and a nice little tuck box. Loyalty cards, job cards, and then a whole pile of these cards. And the best component are these overlays. You can see the little Patriot emblem on there, see the little communist emblem on there. They just go on top of the movie. Like, I don't know how well you saw it in the overview, but if the communists would succeed in making this movie, it would go over the top so you can see that this is a communist movie. So that's kind of what that is. Now, one thing I didn't show you in the overview, no, that's components. So one thing, now we're going to move into what I think about the game. But one thing I didn't show you in the overview, some of the cards, and I always forget about this when I'm thinking it. Some of the cards have some text on the bottom. So there's a shake up. If this card's in one of the cards that's played on the movie, you're going to have to shuffle all the job cards and redistribute. So that'll happen. And I think one of these came out when I was showing you, it was either this one or this one. Or there's congressional hearing. You're going to re-roll all the dice. So these are going to make it where you could have a different job from the previous round in the new one, and you could have a different die result from the previous round into the new one. So if these come out, just pay attention to those. I didn't show those in the overview. It's not going to change what I showed you, but it does make it so not every round starts the same way. So just keep that in mind. There's a whole pile of these cards, and it's just Patriot, Communist, and Neutral. Whole pile of them. I don't know the breakdown, but there's singles, there's doubles, there's neutrals, a whole bunch of stuff. Opponents are fantastic. I love it. I love everything about this game. I love the way that it plays. It's just great. Everything about it is great. It may be my second favorite one in the series. I'm a huge fan of Tortuga. Tortuga's probably my favorite one. This one may be, if I played it more, it might even overpass that, get past that one. But as it is right now, it's my second favorite one. It's so simple to play. It's so clean. The roles are super easy. The rules are like 3 pages, easy to understand. It's by far the easiest rule set that I've read in any of these games. And that's something, because when you're playing a game like this that plays a whole bunch of people, you don't want to have to explain rules for 20 minutes. You want to say, hey, here's what we're doing. Now let's go. Have fun. Try to figure out who's on our team and mess everybody else over. That's what we're trying to do. And I think this one does that fantastically. And I can't wait to see the final production. I can't wait to get a copy of this when it comes out. I love it. So this is going to get a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get an 8.5 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4.25 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be hitting Kickstarter at some point. Whenever that is, I'll put a link in the video description, and I'll also share the video around again so we can keep it fresh in our minds. And when this comes out, if you like this company's games and you played any of the other ones, check this out. It's right in line with the other ones. It's fantastic and great production as always. So that is Hollywood 1947 from Facade Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.